welcome you once again in the seminar activity on applications of engineering and technology in environment. So these are our key concepts, and we have the participants from electronics. So our first participant is Sapna Ajad is here.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Whose presentation is this?
Ma'am, mine. Shalini Upadhyay.
Okay. Shivam is here. Shivam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you going to present? You just present your seminar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Are you able to see the screen? No. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, present now. What is the problem?
After this one.
Okay. The name is not written here.
Yes, ma'am, this one. I don't know why it's not opening on your system.
Okay, just give
But
your
this one is
introduction.
mine.
Just give your introduction.
Good evening. I am Shalini Upadhyay this side, and my topic is rainwater harvesting. In rainwater harvesting, firstly we will see the basis about rainwater harvesting. Like, what is the purpose of adopting rainwater harvesting? So, as we know, resource is limited, but the population is rapidly increasing. So, we should adopt some measures for sustainable use of resource, and rainwater harvesting is one among them. So, in briefly, I can explain rainwater harvesting as it is a method of conservation of rainwater which is helpful in recharging groundwater and used in other activities such as agriculture. So, we all are familiar that there are two methods of rainwater harvesting: rooftop rainwater harvesting and surface water recharge. Before this, first we will see need of rainwater harvesting. It is a method of water resource management. It helps to reduce soil erosion, helps in sustainable development. Now, what is sustainable development? Sustainable development basically comprises of using resources carefully and giving them time to rebuild itself. So, rainwater harvesting is one of the best method of water resource management in order to maintain sustainable development. And out of 8,700, most of the rain in India falls just in 100 hours. So, we just can't let it go as it is uselessly. There should be some method which we can adopt to conserve those rainwater. Major part of country have been facing continuous failure of monsoon and consequent deficit of rainfall over last few years. So rainwater harvesting is a good method to fulfill one's need. Now we will see some facts regarding rainwater harvesting, that how it is implemented, what are laws related to it. So in 2001, Tamil Nadu was the first state to make rainwater harvesting compulsory. In 2001, Tamil Nadu stated that each house should have in 2016, efforts were took by central legislation, and a rainwater harvesting bill was introduced in Lok Sabha by Dr. Kirti Prem Bai Solanki, in which installation of big buildings. In Kanpur and Lucknow, one rule is implemented in 2017 that each house should have water management system which are with an area of 1,000 square meter or more. A house or building which is more than 1,000 square meter, so it is mandatory that you have to implement some water resource management. After this, brief introduction about rooftop rainwater harvesting. As we can see in the diagram, that in this method the rainwater is collected at high elevation, which is called as catchment or roof, And further, through pipelines, this water is transferred to the tank on the for daily needs. Then we have advantages why we should install this. So it is easy to install and operate over other management systems. It is cost effective. Local people can easily be trained to implement such technologies, and construction material is also easily available. Water collected from top catchment usually is of good quality for domestic purposes. About my topic, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shalini. Do you have any suggestion for the further development in the water resource management?
Ma'am, I would suggest to create awareness about sprinkler system and drip irrigation system, because lot of water is used in agriculture. If we start adopting drip irrigation, so only that amount of water will use, that how much is required by the crop.
Shivam is here. Sumit Narayan Singh. Sumit Narayan Singh is here.
Ma'am, Shashwat.
Shashwat is here.
Yes, ma'am, Shashwat. 119.
Okay, Shashwat, you can present now.
मैम सीधा टेक्निक्स की बात करें या फिर मैम पूरा ब्रीफ में बताएं जैसे?
नहीं, मेन जो सब लोग बता चुके हैं, नो नीड टू रिपीट. ओके, व्हाटएवर स्पेसिफिक यू हैव.
Okay, ma'am. My name is Shashwat Chaudhary. Hello, everyone. I'm going to present myself on water harvesting and water resource management. So let us talk about what is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a simple strategy by which rainfall is gathered and stored in for the future uses. The process involves collection and storage of rainwater with help of artificial design system that runs off natural or man-made catchment areas. Example: rooftop, compound, rocky surface, and hilly slopes. So, what and how we can promote this water harvesting for the future use? As we know that this is the period of social media, so we can promote this thing on social media, as the upcoming youth is maximum time upcoming youth is on the social media, so we can promote this thing on socially, so that they can know what this thing is necessary for. And nobody is going to do something that they think of future use, because many are selfish. So we can do thing that one should implement this rainwater harvesting, so that they will get a prize money according to the government, so they can implement this thing in their daily life, or they can make their houses like that they can store rainwater. So there will be some selfishness surrounded, that they will get a money, so that they can store the rainwater for their money, and somehow it will benefit them as per the future use also. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, but in your vision, the people should get money if they save the water, huh?
Yes, मैम. अगर ऐसा मैम ये लोग करते हैं, क्योंकि मैम nobody is going to do as मैम ये एक हेडेक हो जाएगा उन लोगों के लिए, मैं क्यों पानी बचाऊं फ्यूचर यूज के लिए. सो अगर गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कुछ रखती है कि जैसे कि मैम सब्सिडी मिलता है लोगों को, वैसे ही अगर कोई किसान योजना, बहुत सारी योजनाएं चलती है, अगर ऐसा कुछ वो करती है फ्यूचर यूज के लिए, कि अगर आपके घर पे ऐसा कुछ है और आप पानी स्टोर करते हो रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग का मद्देनजर रखते हुए, तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ अमाउंट आपको दिया जाएगा जैसा आपका एरिया पे होगा. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं सेल्फिशनेस को लेकर के करेंगे और वो फ्यूचर यूज के लिए काम आएगा. और पैसा मैटर नहीं करता है, मैटर करता है कि पानी कितना क्या है, क्योंकि कल को पानी बचेगा ही नहीं तो इंसान खरीदेगा क्या. तो मेन मैटर ये चीज करती है. और मैम सोशली आजकल सभी लोग हैं, तो मैं जो सोशल पे चलता है मैम, सब लोग फूड ब्लॉगिंग में घुस गए हैं, तो मैम वहाँ पे सब चालू कर देते हैं. तो मैम जो भी सोशल पे दिखता है वही बिकता है, तो मैम इसको प्रमोट करना चाहें तो फिर वहां से भी जो अपकमिंग यूथ है वो समझ सकता है कि हाँ हम लोग को इस चीज के ऊपर ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि मैम सोशली कोई इस पे ज्यादा बात नहीं करता है, सिर्फ बुक्स में ही बातें करी जा रही हैं रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग को लेकर के।
And only few people are using, so we should spread the awareness for this method. But the problem is in the water scarcity zone, what we can do for them, because if we are saving the water here, like in the Doab region, so but what we are doing with that water, with the stored water? If we are sending water to the water scarcity zone, then it can be useful only, no?
Yes, ma'am, but ma'am, people should know that we have to use rainwater harvesting for the future use, or is there anything that we don't have to waste rainwater? मैम बहुत लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि बारिश का पानी हम लोग स्टोर भी करते हैं, मैम वो पुराने पीरियड से चल रहा था, अब तो कोई पानी सबमर्सिबल है चालू किया पानी आ गया, मैम कोई भी मैम जो अपकमिंग यूथ उसको तो पता ही भी नहीं है कि ऐसा कुछ होता भी है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके, थैंक यू शाश्वत। नेक्स्ट इज सुमित नारायण सिंह।
Yes, ma'am.
ओके सुमित, यू कैन प्रेजेंट नाउ।
Okay. Hello everyone, myself Sumit Narayan Singh. I am studying in second year BTech PC branch. My topic is rainwater harvesting. First of all, some important points about rainwater harvesting are:
Yes.
most of the world water problems such as flooding, drought, water shortage, water pollution, heat island are all related to rainwater. By proper rainwater management, we can reduce the risk of such problems and enhance its resilience. Due to climate change and urbanization, water shortage problem are increasing throughout the world in both developing and developed countries. Community-based rainwater harvesting can be good option to be solve local problem. Although rainwater harvesting is gaining much interest, the promotion has been limited due to several disadvantages such as seasonal variation, related costs, etc. However, most of these problems can be solved by making the system with more than one purpose. These include dual water system, rainwater and groundwater, hybrid system of rainwater and grey water, hybrid system with rainwater and desalination, adding values of flooding mitigation and for food production. Advantages of rainwater harvesting: it is absolutely free to use and clean source of water. It is easily to install. It can be used for many different processes. It is environmental friendly. It is excellent for irrigation. It reduces the use of groundwater. Disadvantages of rainwater harvesting: regular maintenance requires some technical skills for installation. Unpredictable rainfall. Certain roof type may be seep, chemical or animal dropping. Storage limits. Method of rainwater harvesting: broadly there are two ways of rainwater harvesting: surface runoff harvesting, rooftop rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the collection and storage of rainwater for reuse on site. Rather than allowing it run off, these stored water are used for various purposes such as gardening, irrigation, etc. Surface runoff harvesting: in urban areas, rainwater flows away as a surface runoff. This runoff could be caught and used for recharging aquifers by appropriate methods. Rooftop rainwater harvesting: it is a system of catching rainwater where it falls. In rooftop harvesting, the roof becomes the catchments and the rainwater is collected from the roof of the house building. It can either be stored in a tank or diverted to artificial recharge system. This method is less expensive and very effective, and implemented properly helps in augmenting the groundwater level of the area. Thank you.
Are you here, Sumit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, carry on. Have you done?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, what you have shown in this figure, like this is. Can you explain this figure?
Yes, ma'am. This figure surface runoff water harvesting area.
This is the I think about the drainage and rainfall.
Yes.
Okay, what is your suggestion for the further development in this area?
People will be must be responsible for the water storage for
What
safe.
is your suggestion? Okay.
लोगों को जागरूक होना पड़ेगा
Okay, you are
पानी
going to
बचाने
spread the awareness, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Our next participant is Vivek Yadav. Vivek Yadav is here. Vivek. Next participant, who's this? Vriddhi from slides. Rohit Kumar Maurya. Rohit Kumar Maurya. Jaiswal. Aditya Jaiswal is here. Are you all listening me? Ankesh Singh.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Aditya also present, ma'am. Aditya speaking, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ankesh Singh. Now you present.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Aditya is present.
What are you saying?
Slide also.
What are you saying?
Ma'am, Aditya also speaking.
Aditya. Now this is the turn of
Yeah, ma'am.
Ankesh.
Ma'am, Aditya is present.
Okay. I am presenting the slide of Ankesh Singh. Okay, Ankesh, do you want to present or not?
Okay. Yeah, ma'am.
Do not waste the time. We are running out of time.
Aditya.
Ankesh, are you going to present or not?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Aditya. Speaker after me.
You are Ankesh or not?
Good.
Ankesh is present.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So do you start your presentation? What is happening to you?
Okay.
I'm just skipping you. Okay.
Okay.
No, you
Ma'am.
are wasting the time. Huh? Next is Ritik Babu.
Ma'am, I am here, ma'am. If there two mics are open, where, by what way I speak, ma'am? What I do?
I'm not getting what are you saying. Huh? I'm telling you to present, but why you are not presenting? Ritik Babu is here.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, tell me. Now this is over. Okay. Okay, tell me what do you.
Ma'am, Ankesh, ma'am.
So whether you want to present or not, you should have started your presentation. I am waiting here.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, my friends. Today I am presenting my view on rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. Rainwater harvesting is collection and storage of rainwater and runs off from rooftops, parks, road, open grounds. This is water runoff can either be stored or recharged into the groundwater. A rainwater harvesting system of the following components. It has a catchment from where the water captured and conveying tools that the drainage pipe carries the water from the catchment and the first flush system which to express from the rainwater. Filter used to filter the pollutants from the water. After the filter, that filtered water storage in the store in the storage tank. Then, why should we do rainwater harvesting?
because in the future only the rain is the clean, rain is the only the source of clean water. So that's why we have to care about the rainwater and we have to store them. We can store rainwater. We can do rainwater harvesting everywhere, either our individual homes, our colonies, our apartments. In institution, Aligarh Muslim University is a great example for the rainwater harvesting, and we can also use store rainwater in school, college, universities, clubs, hospitals, industries, etc. Finally, we can harvest the rainwater everywhere. How we can do rainwater harvesting? Setting a simple only our rooftops and rooftops and ponds, etc. And there are generally two methods of doing rainwater harvesting. First one is rural, and second one is urban. In rural, we have example of bawdis, kund. Bawdis are generally a staircase and open area of ground where we can store the rain. And the kunds are the one of the example of padat that are closed and which is used for the conserve the waters. And these are generally found in the Rajasthan. Um, there are lots of advantages of rainwater. We can use it for our irrigation and for other uses, and also after filter you can use it for our drinking water. And some disadvantages are that are not simple disadvantage, that is mosquitoes are coming from that. So we should use for that pesticide. And there are more future use of rainwater harvesting. So we have to careful use that. And management of water resources to control in this we can control the damaging of runoff and degradation of their conservation of soil and water. And for this that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, what is your suggestion? Do you have any suggestion or any idea how we can
Ma'am, we have to conserve the rainwater, and we have after that we minimum use the groundwater, and we have to plant the tree more and more as possible. Yeah, ma'am. And also make the awareness for the rainwater conservation. And also tells the people why it is important. And yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Mukesh. Next participant,
Thank you, ma'am.
Ritik Babu.
Ritik Oza, ma'am, not Ritik.
It is Ritik here, na? Ritik Babu. No? 08. Okay. Now this slide is over. There is a problem in the conversion. You can tell me one by one. You want to present how many students are left now?
Ma'am, 106, 106,
86,
109, Ritik Oza.
89,
One minute.
104,
85 has done, 72 has done, 83 is here.
83. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. I think you were absent on your turn. Huh? I should skip your.
83 is present.
Okay, now you are present, but your time is limited. 2-3 minutes just present. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Gautam Shukla. I am second year Electronics and Communication Engineering student in Jimmy Kanpur. I want to present my view on the topic of rainwater harvesting. Firstly, we should know that what is rainwater. Rainwater harvesting is the process of collection of rain from surface on which rain falls, filtering it and storing it for multiple use. It can collection and storage of water from the surface. The rain upon rain harvesting water can be used for garden and crop and toilet use, toilet flux and etc. History of rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting collection technology have a very long history. It is earlier at Roman civilization. It means the period is earlier than 2000. Rainwater harvesting in the Asian has carried out since the 9th century in areas of South and Southeast.
Okay, what happened, Gautam? Gautam,
In residential use in Turkey.
Gautam, are you here?
हेलो या मैम आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या हेलो
We are not getting your voice at the middle.
हेलो
It is cut. Yes.
ओके नाउ
Is present
नाउ
now?
कमिंग मैम आवाज आ रही है
Gautam, continue.
या
You just carry on.
ओके yeah ma'am this tank is created for the collection of rainwater in India also rainwater
Raise your
collection and
voice.
utilization
Raise
are
your voice.
practiced issue here yes rainwater collection and utilization are practiced since long back using conventional method. Thailand is the pioneer applying in evolution in the rainwater collection since many hundred centuries. The most recognized utilization of the evolution is done in Africa. That's it. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, what do you suggest for the better management of water resources, Gautam?
लाइक मैम बारिश के समय लाइक पुल कर लिया जाए देन उसके बाद हम लोग लाइक गार्डन को देना रहता है एंड देन टॉयलेट को फ्लक्स भी यूज कर सकते हैं हैंड क्रॉप को भी दे सकते हैं सो मेनी
Okay. 110 is here. Roll number 100. अब आप लोग बता सकते हैं. Now you can tell me.
मैम 106 106
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Shivam, you only have the 2 minutes. You can explain. Okay.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Myself Shivam Kumar. I am here. My presentation: rainwater harvesting system. Introduction: rainwater harvesting system is the technical used for the collection and the storing rainwater from rooftops and the land surface or rocks catchments using the simple techniques such as the jars and pots as well as more complex technical such as the underground checks the needs of rainwater harvesting system. This is the purchase on the most frequently asked question as the why should harvesting rainwater. There are the many reasons but following are some of the important ones. The arrest groundwater decline and the adjuvant ground, the beneficial water quantity of the aquifer, the conservation surface water runoff during monsoon, the reduced soil irrigation, the include the culture of the water conservation. Advantage: rainwater harvesting technical are the simple install and the operate. Local people learn and the usually trained to implement such as the technical and the construction material are also readily available. It is the conventional in the sense and the provides water as well the point and the consumer and family members have full control of their own system which generally use the operation maintenance problem running cost also and the almost negligible disadvantage of the rainwater harvesting technical and manually due to limited supply and uncertainty of rainfall. adoption of the technical required in the bottom in the approach rather than the more usually top approach employ other resources develop projects. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, what is this figure is telling in Chenji airport? Can you explain this figure?
No.
Yes,
Hello.
can you explain this? Shivam,
Yes, ma'am.
can you explain this figure? Chenji airport. What you are doing? Okay, 115 has been done. 131 हो गया. Okay, who is next? Now among these
106.
मैम 86 104 106
Okay, 86 ना you should have told me. Okay, order में आप बता दो. एक order में roll number के order में आप बता दो.
मैम 106.
86 को
86 और 89
ठीक है. 86 ना I am taking.
मैम नीचे है
हाँ ठीक है.
मैम 106 के बाद है
Okay, your presentation start now. खुशहाल आ रही है.
यस मैम
खुशहाल आ रही है is going to present now. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to present on rainwater harvesting. So, rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the collection and storage of rain rather than allowing it to run off. Rainwater is collected from a roof-like surface and redirected to a tank, cistern, dip pit, or aquifer or reservoir with percolation, so that it sits down and restores the groundwater. Dew and fog can also be collected with nets or other tool. Rainwater harvesting differs from storm water harvesting as the runoff is typically collected from the roof and other surface for storage and subsequent usages. There are broadly two methods for harvesting rainwater. First one, surface runoff harvesting. In surface rainwater harvesting, in urban area, rainwater flows away as the surface runoff. This runoff can be caught and used for recharging aquifer by adopting appropriate method. And second one is rooftop rainwater harvesting. It is a system of catching rainwater where it falls. In rooftop harvesting, the roof became the catchment and the rainwater is collected from the roof of the house and building. There are several applications across the world we have seen, like rainwater capture and storage system in Mexico City, rainwater home with rain collection jar or in Italy, rainwater harvesting and hand washing system for toilet in Kenya, and other domestic uses like water for small irrigation, livestock, and for drinking also. As a electronic engineer, I would suggest some method for conservation of water, like if we develop water sense level irrigation control, like a type of smart irrigation which control technology that uses local weather data to determine when and how much to water, and soil moisture sensor for water plant, and also sprinkle heads or micro irrigation or drip irrigation are generally more efficient than conventional sprinkle because they deliver low volume of water directly to plant roots. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any more suggestion?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Kushal. Next.
Thank you, ma'am.
मैम 106 उसके ऊपर है.
89 मैम. Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sitish Sharma. I am here to present my view on rainwater harvesting. What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting process of collecting, conveying, and storing water from rainfall in area for beneficial uses. Storage in tanks, reservoir, underground storage, groundwater. Rainwater harvesting either capture stored rainwater from direct use, irrigation, production, washing, drinking water, etc., or is recharged into the local groundwater and is called artificial recharge. Let's move to the next slide. Let's take a look at the water cycle. Water cycle have the many parts. First one is precipitation, infiltration, evaporation, and evaporation surface water of rainfall definitions. Rainfall definitions intensity के basis पर quantity per time of rainfall event, duration period of time for the precipitation event, average annual and monthly precipitation, average rainfall over 1 year period and monthly intervals, and usually based on 30 or more years of data. Rainwater as source water design consideration. First one is roof, second is screen, third one is discharge of water, fourth is pre-filter, fifth is storage tank, sixth is flow meter, and fourth is storm water discharge. Groundwater recharge. Under natural condition, it may take days to centuries to recharge groundwater by rainwater. As we need to replace the pumped water, artificial recharge of groundwater is required at some locations. Appropriate technologies, जैसे we can show in here, water conservation and groundwater recharge techniques, water harvest communication, supplementary irrigation techniques in Jhabua, we can show in figure. Ground catchment system channel water from prepared catchment area into storage. Generally, they are only considered areas where rainwater is very scarce and other sources of water are not available. They are more suited to small communities than individual families. If properly designed, ground catchment system can collect large quantities of rainwater. Storage device may be either above or below ground. We can show in figure different type of include storage tank, water containers, lagoons, lined ponds, infiltration ponds, size based on rainfall pattern, demand, budget, and areas. Percolation pit. To divert rainwater into an aquifer, the percolation pit is covered with a perforated concentrated slab. The pit is filled with gravel, pebbles flowed by river, and sand for better percolation. Rainwater harvesting methodologies. First one is roof rainwater harvesting, second is land-based rainwater harvesting, third one is watershed-based rainwater harvesting, fourth is for urban and industrial environment, roof and land-based rainwater harvesting, public, private, office and industrial buildings. And last one is pavements, lawns, grants and other open spaces. Recharge wells. The run of water from rooftop or other catchment can be channelized into an executing new well via sand filter to filter turbidity and other pollutants. Cost-effective process which is not to only conserve rainwater for immediate use but also helps to enhance the local groundwater situations. Quality issues on the rooftop. Words droppings, atmospheric dust, industrial and urban air pollutions. Operational procedure and design consideration. Storage tank, dark material to exclude light and alien formation. Corrosion resistant material. Tank is protected, shaded area, low temperature for multiple storage tanks designed to frequent turnover. Regional wind direction and industrial activity lead mercury and heavy metals. Rainwater harvesting for offices. Developing a green building in Nairobi, Kenya. We can show in this figure. Principle of green building water. System of rainwater harvesting and grey water are combined to achieve the following. First one is 50% of potable water consumption reduction. Second one is 100% of potable water provided by rain, and third one is 50% reduction of shower quantities. Thank you, ma'am.
What is recharge process?
Ma'am, recharge process is a rain falls in on the walls. We can store the rainwater.
What is lagoon? Lagoons or lined ponds?
मैम ये इसमें फिगर्स में दिखाया गया है जैसे पॉन्ड्स वगैरह.
These are recharge wells. What are these?
मैम रिचार्ज वेल जैसे वॉल्स पे जैसे बारिश आती है तो उसको हम स्टोर कर सकते हैं, और एक टेक्निक्स होती है जो मतलब सिस्टम होता है उसको स्टोर कर सकते हैं रेन वाटर को.
मैम 106.
Okay, Rajneesh. Your
Hello,
presentation
good
is
evening
now-
everyone. Myself Rajneesh Kumar Yadav from ECA branch. Today I am here to give brief explanation about rainwater harvesting. Let's start with the topic. Rainwater harvesting is a simple method by which rainfall is collected for future usage. The collected water may be stored, utilized in different ways, or directly used for recharge purposes. With depleting groundwater levels and in fluctuating climate conditions, rainwater can go a long way help migrate these effects. Capturing the rainwater can help recharge local aquifers, reduce urban flooding, and most importantly, ensure water availability in water scarce zones. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Why do we harvest rainwater? Now coming to a survey that as per the recent studies in 2020, 54% of the India faces high water stress. And to combat the water shortage, rainwater harvesting is the key solution masses can adopt. It is one of the best methods practiced and followed by the support the conservation of water. Today's scarcity of good quality water has become a significant cause of concern. However, rainwater which is pure and of good quality can be used for irrigation, washing, cleaning, bathing, cooking, and also for other livestock requirements. Advantages of rainwater harvesting. It is less cost. It helps in reducing the water bill. It does not require a filtration system for landscape irrigation, and there are much more advantages of that. Rainwater harvesting system design. In terms of system design, the system can be implemented without much thought, or they can employ feasibility studies that take into account many different factors for the site. If you want to harvest rainwater just to use it to your own patio plants, then you don't have to think about the design of the system much. A simple rain barrel will work for the system. Deciding to install a complex system may require you to take into account many side factors such as local rainfall quantities and pattern, roof area availability, shortage volume options, water demand calculations, other informations as necessary. Rainwater harvesting system components. Typically, a rainwater harvesting system is a thought of containing 4 distinct parts: collection surface or catchment area, conveyance system, storage volume, distribution system. Moving ahead to the conclusion, rainwater harvesting is an ancient practice that still holds many benefits and value for our modern times. It provides an alternative water source while allowing you to control and operate the system as you see fit. Rainwater collection can also teach valuable lessons in water conservation, which is becoming more important as our freshwater resources get stretched further and further. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Rajneesh. So, what do you suggest for the better water resource management? Do you have any suggestion? Then you can explain.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, awareness program should be held and government should introduce the camps so that the local people may get aware about the importance of rainwater and they use the groundwater accordingly.
Okay. Okay.
मैम 104.
मैम 101.
Okay. 101.
My last slide. Yes, ma'am.
Pooja Gupta.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your presentation is
Good
start
evening.
now.
Yes. Good
Good evening everyone. Myself Pooja Gupta and the topic of my presentation is rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. As we all are familiar that it is a technique or strategy for the collection of rainwater and storing it in the right way for future use. In most cases, the water is usually collected from rooftops and other hard surfaces. Rainwater harvesting is considered to be a very reliable way to conserve water. Now, when talking about this topic, certain questions comes to our mind that why do we harvest rainwater? So, as we all know that rain may soon be the only source of clean water. So, this system helps in the principle of conserving rainwater where it falls, and it has the following benefits: helps meet ever increasing demand of water, improves quality and quantity of rainwater. Now, the next question comes that how to harvest the rainwater. So, setting up of rainwater harvesting system is not a difficult but requires only some sort of understanding of hydrology as well as architecture. So the certain techniques are: first one is the rain barrel system. It is the easiest and affordable method of rainwater harvesting system. It is a system in which water tanks are installed below the rooftops guttering system. The water is then funneled directed into the tanks and later can be used for plumbing system or for drip irrigation. The second system is the dry system. It is similar to that barrel system only, but only the difference is that a large storage container is used. Third one is the wet system. It is a technique that is entirely different from the dry system. Hence, the collection pipes will always have water in them. And the fourth one is the green roof. This method of harvesting does not need any use of storage tank. Instead of storing water in reservoir, the water is channeled straight to the gardens. Now, here are some advantages, like on a smaller scale we can use it for irrigation purpose and many other purposes too. Now, let's talk about water resource management. Some of the AI used in water resource management are optimizing current water resources, infrastructure replanning for water resources, and comprehensive distribution network, building efficient water systems. Methods of water management: afforestation. Afforestation of barren, hilly slopes are essentially carried out. As we all know that trees withstand drought better than crops. They check dust, replenish streams, provide shade to cattle as well as men, and give fodder for cattle. So they provide innumerable uses for men. So denuding of the land of trees without compensatory afforestation is a suicidal and short-sighted approach to solving immediate needs. Tanks. Creation of small reservoirs, percolation tanks to hold of runoff water must be implemented and maintained well. Mulching the soil with organic residue conserves soil moisture, and harvesting rainwater and storing it in small ponds ensures water supply during summer. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Pooja. How AI can be used in the water resource management?
Ma'am, we can build different water systems and then infrastructure replanning for the management of water resources can be done.
Then what is this
How
AI?
to distribute the water, that is the most important
What
thing.
is this AI? AI is
Ma'am,
artificial intelligence or what is?
yes, ma'am, that only, related to that only, similar
So
to me.
how we can use the artificial intelligence in that?
Ma'am, for example, we create sensors
Okay.
for water table management and all. Hello.
Okay, thank you, Pooja.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next participant is
104 मैम नीचे
okay. Now Pratibha Kumari. Pratibha, now this is your
यस
turn.
मैम यस मैम Good evening, ma'am, and my dear friends. I am Pratibha Kumari from Electronic and Communication branch. My topic is rainwater harvesting. Under this topic, I want to discuss about some application from electronic which is used in rainwater harvesting. That is an innovative and effective electronic-based automatic rainwater harvesting system. Nowadays, water scarcity is one of the most important challenging problems faced by the people in India due to rapid increase of population, industrialization and impact created by anthropogenic on the environment. A day may come where the country can become completely inorganic. To exist life for humans on earth, sustainable development is necessary. Use of water is every individual's basic need in terms of drinking, daily survival, and essential for the generation of power. So precautions should be taken to increase water availability along with potable water needs. Property of water also play an important parameter is considered conductivity, turbidity. One of the adept method to determine this parameter is by rainwater harvesting is one of the easiest, best, cheap and advancing method in terms of water conservation. This proposed implement of prototype hardware to send the information to project propose a reliable automatic rainwater harvesting system using microcontroller, pH sensor, conductivity sensor and turbidity sensor. This model can be set up at home and information can be known through the website with the help of the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. It is completely automatic without including manual design and take a step ahead of existing semi-automatic processes, thus enhancing the rainwater. With this equipment, pure water can be obtained from rainwater and can be used for various purposes such as household gardening, electricity and industrial application by meeting the requirement of user in any season and help in improving the lives of people. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, what is this method? Innovative, effective, electronic based and automatic rainwater harvesting system. Is there any use of artificial intelligence in this? Okay, what are you telling? Okay, do you want to say something?
Ma'am, under this we use electron. Yes, ma'am.
What do you want to say?
Ma'am, here we used to send electron.
Can you raise your voice? This is the.
Ma'am, I want to say that we can use. Yes, ma'am.
We can use. Okay. Can you explore this? What is automatic rainwater harvesting system? This is using microcontroller, pH sensor, conductivity sensor. It is written here,
yes,
and turbidity sensor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. These are all the application of electronic.
Is there any computational designing use of computers in that? Because automation is here.
Yes, ma'am.
I think. Okay, thank you all the participants.
आदित्य जायसवाल का स्किप हो गया था, नेटवर्क इशू था.
Okay. What is your roll number?
मैम 70. रोल नंबर इज 70. मैम आई हैव रिटन मैम EC रोल नंबर 70 मैंने लिखा है. EC 70 रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग आई हैव रिटन. मैम फर्स्ट आई रिटन ECE.
ओके.
हाँ, मैंने पहले ECE लिखा, उसके बाद रोल नंबर. यस मैम, दिस वन इज. मैम शुड आई स्टार्ट?
ओके. ओके. आदित्य.
यस मैम.
Yes, just finish it. Okay, start your time start now.
Yes, hello everyone. This is Aditya. I am pursuing second year electronic and communication engineering in UIT Kanpur. Today here I am going to present a PPT on rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. Now, what is rainwater harvesting? It is a simple process and technology used to conserve rainwater by simple method for its later use. The different method of rainwater harvesting include rooftop rainwater harvesting and surface runoff harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting includes catchment, first flush, transportation, filter, etc. And surface runoff harvesting, it collects rainwater from the roadside through drainage and it goes into the aquifer. Now, in the figure, we can see cloud is raining, the rooftop of house become catchment. The collected water first of all goes into filter, it filtered and finally it goes into the main tank. The water of main tank can be used for different purposes. As we can see in the picture, it is used for garden watering, toilet flushing, car washing, clothes washing, and the overflow of main tank goes into the well, which is used as to recharge the groundwater. Now, what is the water resource management? Water resource management is the activity planning, developing, distributing, and managing the optimum use of water resources. It has a three method. We can broadly categorize into the three method. First, by increasing supply. Second one is by reducing degradation, and third by reducing waste and use. By increasing supply means to say in the scarcities area, we can diverting water from the excess area to the scarcity area through link waterways, artificial recharging of groundwater, desalinating seawater, towing iceberg from the Antarctica to water scarcity region, controlling pollution and reclaiming polluted water through the recycling. And a very interesting method is cloud seeding. It is very interesting as cloud seeding is the you can say it is a artificial raining. Means to say the aircraft, the silver iodide inject into the atmosphere by aircraft. The silver iodide condenses cloud, and it the cloud is about to raining. It is very effective method in desert-like area. The cloud seeding method is very useful in desert-like areas. Now, by reducing degradation, means to say diverging method for controlling evaporation losses in irrigation. Actually, usually farmer irrigate their agriculture field through pumping set. A lot of plenty water got evaporated, but we can use advancement technology like drip irrigation, sprinkle method. It can reduce evaporation and we can reduce degradation of water. Now, also using better drainage in irrigated agriculture to reduce soil salinization. Now, third one is by reducing waste and use, means to say reducing overall population growth. If you reduce overall population growth in a scarcities area, then there is also less need of water and other useful basic need like basic need is our roti kapda makan like this one, and devising more efficient industrial process with less use of water, controlling wastage. By this way, we can manage our water resources. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Aditya. Do you have any suggestion for the better water resource management?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, we have to encourage the society to spread the awareness among the society, because first the awareness is very important. Because there is a lack of knowledge in the society that because they waste water. That's why we should spread awareness like shorter developing, check for leaks in pipes, or to the lawn, cool morning house.
Are you here?
To reduce the evaporation.
Okay.
First flush. The first flush means the first collection of water goes into the first flush because of contamination or dirt particle. So I see that there is a need of mechanical work. No?
So we can, as an electronic engineer, I can develop a device which can use for we can use as an electronic device in the first plus position. Means to say, we can invent a device like it can sense the water 2 to 5 minutes and block the main pipe of main pipe which goes into the filter or main tank, and after sensing up 2 to 5 minutes of first water collection, it blocked the a flushing position of pipe, and the main pipe got opened. It means by this way there is no need of mechanical work. It can control over a technical work, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
This is very useful for
Okay, so
this can be advancement in rainwater harvesting.
okay, yeah, you are the students of electronics and communication engineering, so you can do much better than
Yes,
this
ma'am.
than any others.
Uh,
So okay, thank you all the
ma'am, in other way,
participants for
मैम मेरा रह गया था
okay, ma'am, thank you.
okay. So you only
Ma'am?
have the limited time. Okay. Any other else? Anybody else?
मैम मेरा रह गया था CS ब्रांच से
इसमें है आपकी स्लाइड ये इसमें है. Here is your slide.
मैम रोल नंबर 42 प्रीति यादव
Okay, can you identify here is your slide or not? Start now.
Good evening everyone, myself Preeti Yadav. I'm going to give presentation on the topic rainwater harvesting and management of water resources. The collection and storage of rainwater for later productive use is defined as rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is one of the simplest and oldest method of self-supply of water for households, having been used in India and other countries for many thousands of years. Rainwater harvesting is widely used method of storing rainwater in the countries presenting with drought characteristics. Today's scarcity of good quality water has become a major cause of concern. However, rainwater which is pure and of good quality is lost as runoff. Any rainwater harvesting system has three components: catchment, conveyance, and storage. There are two classes of rainwater harvesting systems. First one is systems which collect roof runoff for household use, and second one is systems which use in field or adjoining catchment to provide supplemental irrigation for agriculture. Now coming to the next slide, it shows the various steps involved in the rainwater harvesting. Step 1 is rainwater that collects on the terrace make its way down to a pipe. And second one is the suction tank filters the water and then sends it to the collection tank for storage. And third stage is from the collection tank the water is pumped to the rooftop tank. Now coming to the application of rainwater harvesting, it can be used in domestic use or agriculture and in industries. Domestic use. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is used to provide drinking water, domestic water, water for livestock, water for small irrigation, and a way to replenish groundwater levels. Agriculture. In regards to urban agriculture, rainwater harvesting in urban areas reduces the impact of runoff and flooding. The combination of urban green rooftops with rainwater catchment have been found to reduce building temperatures by more than 1.3 degrees Celsius. Rainwater harvesting in conjunction with Urban agriculture would be a viable way to help meet the United Nations Sustainable
Okay, do not repeat
Development
the
Goals.
things, it has been done. Do not repeat the things.
Okay, ma'am.
If there is anything specific, you can describe.
In industry, Frankfurt Airport has the biggest rainwater harvesting system in Germany. The system helps save approximately 1 million cubic meters of water per year. This system collects water from the roofs of the new terminal, which has an area of 26,800 square meters. Now, the management of water resources. Water management is the activity of planning, developing, distributing, and managing the optimum use of water resources. Canals, tanks, eries, etc. must be desilted regularly during the summer months. Creation of small reservoirs and percolation tanks to hold runoff water must be implemented and maintained well. Harvesting rainwater and storing it in small ponds ensures water supply during summers. Now there are some references from where I have prepared my PPT. This is all about my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, Preeti, do you have any suggestion for the development of the any method for better water resource management?
Ma'am, we can aware people and encourage them for water conservation by hosting events and also develop new techniques to harvest rainwater in a more efficient way.
Okay, we can aware the people also, but we can do the development in the technology also.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the presentation is over. You can type your attendance in the chat box.